Good morning student, I am Priyanka Saini again with the class 8th topic agriculture. In the last lecture we have done agriculture chapter till the sowing. Today I am again recap a little bit so you can compile the whole topic. So we have to start with the agriculture and it's a topic of class 8. पिछले लेक्चर में हमने पढ़ा था सोइंग के बारे में. Why we need to choose good seeds. Why we need to choose good seeds. Good seeds are important for the good production, good yield and a good plant growth. But how we are doing the sowing, that is left. So sowing can be done by two methods. First is the traditional method, जो पहले इस्तेमाल हुआ करता था पुराने जमाने में, जिसको बोलते हैं हम फनल मेथड. फनल मेथड में क्या होता है, फार्मर एक फनल जैसा स्ट्रक्चर लेते हैं और वो बुलॉक के पीछे लगा देते हैं, जिसमें वो यहाँ से सीड्स ड्रॉप करते हैं और 1 by 1 सीड्स जाकर सॉइल में इम्प्लांट हो जाता है. बुलॉक कार्ट आगे चलता रहता है, फनल की हेल्प से सीड नीचे सोइंग होता रहता है. ये पुराना मेथड था. इट इज नॉट दैट मच यूनिफॉर्म एंड इट इज टू मच टाइम कंज्यूमिंग, बहुत ज्यादा टाइम कंज्यूमिंग था. बट आजकल मॉडर्न टेक्नोलॉजी के हिसाब से वी आर हैविंग अ मॉडर्न मेथड. दैट मॉडर्न मेथड इज द सीड ड्रिल. सीड ड्रिल इज यूजुअली connected with the tractors and these tractors help this machine to sow the seeds at particular distance, so every seeds will grow in a proper line and in a equal distance, so they will get the proper air, proper nutrient and proper sunlight to grow well. This is all about the sowing. Let's move to the next step of the agriculture process. In the last video I have told you all the 7 steps of agriculture. Next step of agriculture is adding the manure. Or fertilizer. क्यों जरूरी है मैन्योर और फर्टिलाइजर को जोड़ना? आपने एक बेबी को सीड बेबी को ग्रो करवा दिया है सॉइल में. अब वो सीड बेबी को रिक्वायरमेंट है किसकी? फूड की, न्यूट्रिएंट्स की. किस लिए? ग्रोथ करने के लिए. सो हम उसके लिए यूज करेंगे मैन्योर और फर्टिलाइजर्स. इनको हम हिंदी में बोल सकते हैं खाद. मैन्योर होता है जो गोबर खाद बनता है, ऑर्गेनिक प्रोडक्ट से बनता है. फर्टिलाइजर्स जो होते हैं वो केमिकल्स होते हैं एंड दे आर प्रोवाइडिंग यू पर्टिकुलर न्यूट्रिएंट. लेट्स टेक एन एग्जांपल. लाइक यू आर टेकिंग बैलेंस डाइट एट योर होम. घर पे खाना खाते हैं आप लोग, बैलेंस डाइट लेते हैं. बैलेंस डाइट में आपकी प्लेट में होती है चपाती, कुछ राइस, सब्जी, कर्ड, सैलेड. सो ये सब आपको मिलकर एक प्रॉपर डाइट प्रोवाइड करते हैं. बट जब आपको चाहिए होता है एक इस तरह की डाइट जिससे कि आपका एक पर्टिकुलर न्यूट्रिएंट हो, तो डॉक्टर आपको क्या एडवाइस करते हैं कि आपकी बॉडी में आयरन की कमी है, आपकी बॉडी में जिंक की कमी है, तो उस टाइम पे वो आपको क्या देते हैं? पर्टिकुलर टैबलेट्स. राइट? सेम यू कैन टेक इन द केस ऑफ एडिंग द मैन्योर एंड फर्टिलाइजर. मैन्योर क्या है? आपका फूड. और फर्टिलाइजर्स क्या है? आपके पर्टिकुलर सप्लीमेंट्स. Right? So in the manure, what are the manure? They are the dead and decaying part, the dead plants, or you can say the cow dung. When it is composed for the long time, it converted into a manure. It is natural. It is organic. ये natural होता है, organic होता है, and provide all nutrients. It is having no harm. But if we'll say about the fertilizers. Fertilizers are the man-made product. They are the man-made product. They are organic as well as inorganic, right? They are filled with the specified nutrients. They are filled with the specific nutrients, so they can control any particular disease that occurred because of any deficiency, and sometimes because of their excess they can be harmful. They can be harmful, but when they are comes in the excess only, right? This is the basic difference between manure and fertilizers, and they are very, very, very important for the plant for a proper growth and for the seed production, right? Next, the fourth point. This is the third point. This is the third step of the process agriculture. Now the fourth step. When a seed has grown, we were having a seed. This seed has sown in the soil. You have put some manure also. Along with this seed, many another unwanted plants also has grown, है ना? जब आप कोई पौधा उगाते हैं उसके साथ कुछ अनवांटेड प्लांट्स भी उग जाते हैं, कुछ अनवांटेड प्लांट्स भी उग जाते हैं, और इन अनवांटेड प्लांट्स को हम बोलते हैं वीड्स, खरपतवार, और इनको हटाने की जो प्रोसेस है उसको बोलते हैं हम वीडिंग. क्या बोलेंगे? वीडिंग. सो व्हाट इज वीडिंग? द प्रोसेस टू remove the unwanted plants is called weeding. Right? So this weeding process is very, very essential. Why it is so? Because you are providing all the water, nutrients, sunlight to your plant only for its growth. But if any weed has grown, so they both are feeling competition. They both are feeling competition. So in this competition, इसका आधा हिस्सा ये अपनी ग्रोथ के लिए ले लेगा और इसको कम न्यूट्रिएंट्स मिलेंगे. जब इसको कम न्यूट्रिएंट्स मिलेंगे तो ग्रोथ कम होगी. सो इसको प्रॉपर न्यूट्रिएंट मिल सके उसके लिए क्या जरूरी है? उसके लिए वीड्स का रिमूव करना बहुत बहुत जरूरी है. It can be done again by two methods. First is the traditional. Traditional method is by the hand picking. हाथ से निकालते थे. By hand picking. Or another method is, first is the hand picking. Another with the help of khurpi. Khurpi is a agricultural tool that helps in the removal of all the waste. Right? But nowadays some weedicide has came in the market. What? Weedicides. What do you mean by weedicides? Chemicals that are used to kill the weeds. They are the chemicals. Those are used to kill the weeds. And its example is 2,4-D. This is the famous example of weedicides, right? This is about the weeds and it was our fourth point. After the weeding, the next point is irrigation. We have to give proper amount of water. Irrigation. Fifth point is irrigation. Irrigation means supply of water to the growing crop. Supply of water to the growing crop is called irrigation. Irrigation is also done by the two methods. First is the traditional, that is not in a fashion nowadays. Another is modern method. Because technology has increased too much, so everybody is following modern method nowadays. In the traditional method, first is the mott. What is a mott? Mott क्या होता है? इस प्रोसेस में क्या होता है, एक वेल होता है, इस वेल में से फार्मर बकेट की हेल्प से वाटर निकालते हैं और अपने फील्ड्स को डायरेक्टली पोर कर देते हैं. बट दिस मेथड इज टू मच laborious, too much time consuming, and till the time यहाँ पानी दिया है, यहाँ सूख जाएगा, यहाँ पानी दिया है, यहाँ सूख जाएगा, this crop will not get proper amount of water, right? So this method was used when farming was is not that much large scale. Nowadays it is just eradicated. People are not following this method. Next method is the Drakti. Drakti is the method in which they are using some stones on a, suppose this is a well, they use one stone on this log of wood and they used to take out the water from the well, and this water will be supplied to the fields. This method is also not in a fashion nowadays. Next method is the lever method. In the lever method, what they are doing, they are using the bullocks. What they are using? They are using the bullocks. Bullocks are just moving around this well. They are just moving around this well, and when they are moving, one circular ring is situated over it, and this ring contains many buckets. So these buckets comes out with the filled water, and these buckets will pour the water in the fields. पूरे खेत में ये buckets पानी देती है. But again it is too much time consuming process. So again this is not in a fashion nowadays. What is most suitable nowadays is the sprinkler method. You might have seen these sprinklers in the parks or in your school garden or in many places. So the modern method is sprinkler method. What happened in the sprinkler method? They used to have one fountain-like structure, and this fountain-like structure is rotated timely. So in a less amount of water, it just irrigate a large area. This is the sprinkler method. It is very common in the Punjab, Rajasthan, Haryana, Maharashtra for the irrigation. And nowadays many more new technique has come for the irrigation. First and more can say modern technique is the hydroponics. What happened in that? In the hydroponics, they are using drip. In the drip method, what they are doing, suppose these are the plants. These are the plants. These plants are placed in a ground. So what they are doing, they are just lay down a pipe along their side, and in this pipe they made some hole near the plant. So drop wise water will go directly into their roots. Water will go directly in their roots. So there is no wastage of water. No extra water is sprinkled here or anywhere. This time we are not having a large amount of water. We are having very less amount of water. We have to consume it. We have to conserve it. We have to irrigate it. So many things we have to do with the water. So इस टेक्निक से वाटर का बिल्कुल वेस्टेज नहीं होता. प्लांट्स को रिक्वायर अमाउंट ऑफ वाटर मिलता है और उसको हर प्लांट को वाटर दिया जाता है थ्रू दिस ड्रिप इरिगेशन. दिस इज द मॉडर्नेस्ट मेथड ऑफ द इरिगेशन. नेक्स्ट पॉइंट इज harvesting. When the crop is ready, when the crop is ready, it need to be harvested at particular time, otherwise it will be dried up there in the fields only. So what process we need to follow for the harvesting? In the harvesting process, earlier in the old age, what people are doing it manually with the hand. They are having one sickle, this C-shaped knife. This C-shaped knife, females are used or males are used, laborers are used it to chop the crops, chop the straws, and later on they just remove its seeds. बाद में इसके बीज निकाल लिए जाते थे. So this was the sickle and it was used in old days time. Nowadays we are having harvesters. What we are having? We are having harvesters. These harvesters are a big machines, mechanical, agriculture mechanical tools. Those are just run on the fields. They just cut all the crops, separate the seeds and straw, and again it become ready for the process of storage. Yes, storage itself is an important point. Why storage is important? If you have grown the seed, so can you consume it in a one day or in a 1 month? No. The crop has grown for 4 or 5 months, but you need to utilize for the whole year. You need to store it for the future purpose, right? And everybody is not growing. They have to purchase it from the market. So to sell it, to store it for the long time, we need to store it. So storage is the last point. Storage can be done on two bases. First, at the small scale, that we are doing for our home only. Another is for the commercial purpose, that is the large scale. For small scale, what we are using? We are using jute bags, है ना? Jute bags we are using, bori in Hindi. Another, we are using some steel containers. So this steel container is also not that much big size, but it can store for a family for 1 year. For the large scale, we are having silos. These silos are very much big steel containers. Those who are utilized for a commercial storage purpose. Another one is granaries. These granaries, in Hindi we can say godam. These granaries are useful to provide the crop to different people. Like लोगों को during this COVID-19 case, government is providing ration to poor people. And from where government is getting? From these granaries. These granaries are having each and every facility of proper sunlight. So no bacteria, no insect can be grow over there. No moisture. No rodents. So they can protect the crop properly. And it can be consumed for the whole year. And we can take it from the granaries. After the granaries, after the storage, after the agriculture, we have talked about the crops. But agriculture doesn't mean only crops. Agriculture doesn't mean only crops. Agriculture means crop plus animal. So our next topic is animal husbandry. This definition is very important. You can pause the video and you can note it down. Animal husbandry. Animal husbandry is the process by which animals are reared at homes or farms with proper food, shelter and protection. Why we are doing so? Why we are doing so? Why we are rearing the animals? Why we are providing them proper food, shelter and care? For what? Yes, in order to utilize their products. For example, milk, wool, sometimes food also, meat, egg, silk and many more things, right? With this definition, you can easily define what do you mean by animal husbandry, what all products you are taking from and what they all are doing. Again, in the animal husbandry, we are having two type of animal. First is the milch animal, milch. Another is drought. Milch animals are the animals, those who are milk producing. Those who are milk producing, like your cow, buffalo and goat, right? Drought animals are those who are not milk producing. Those who are not milk producing, they are, yes, they are your bullocks, sheep, dog, those who are reared for other purpose than the food, right? In this video, you can easily learn the complete chapter. You can easily learn each and every definition. And if you are having any query, any question, if you are not feeling like you can learn this question easily, just write in comment and ask from me. I'll definitely help you out. So kindly like, share and comment on my videos, and for the next good videos for complete study, you can subscribe my channel for everything. Thank you.